Yes, of course.
What about things like schooling and education? Do they go to school?
Yes, they have school.
And do they go to a normal school?
Never.
Why not?
It wouldn't work.
Why?
Because we get chased by paparazzi everywhere we go. I don't want press all over them at school. And the bushes and the trees I saw what happened to me, you know. They're doing the same and worse to them. And I don't feel like the jealousy and teachers saying, you know, just because you're Michael Jackson's children, don't think I'm going to treat you any different from anyone else around here. Well, they don't want to be treated different from any, you know, it's just that I don't want them to have to go through all of that.
So the truth is that they can't really have a very normal life, can they?
No.
Hello. You hold my hand. You hold Daddy's hand and my hand. Thank you.
Hello. Hi. Yeah. Tell her when I let go to let go. She's doing pull. It's so act pull. That's what she does. And it's so I gotta sign autographs sometime.
Do you worry about the effect of your life on them, the fact that you're the star that you are, and therefore they, by default, have to be part of that? They don't have a choice.
That's the way it is. And it's worked successfully in the past many times. It's all in how you shape and sculpt and mold their world, you know, and many people have been very successful at it.
Jackson obviously liked being a father, and he had a surprise for me. Prince and Paris had recently been joined by a new baby brother, and he was back at the hotel with his nanny.
Yeah.
So we're not going to Virgin?
No, we can't.
No, it's crazy.
You recently had your third child.
Yes.
Were you present at his birth?
Yes.
And what's he like, and what's his name?
Prince Michael II, but we call him Blanket.
You call him Blanket?
Yeah.
Why do you call him Blanket?
Because it's an expression I use with my family and my employees. I say, you should blanket me. I mean, you should blanket her with something, meaning it's like a blanket is a blessing. It's a way of showing love and caring.
Who is Blanket's mother?
Blanket's mother, I can't say, because she'll be bombarded with, you know, we have an agreement that we can't, contractual agreement, talk about who she is and everything. So that's how we work that out.
And was she someone that you had a relationship with?
Yes.
But you've kept it secret?
Yes.
And that's because she doesn't want anybody to know?
Yes, and I don't want anybody, you know. I don't think, she doesn't want to be, like, in papers and tabloids, and she doesn't want it, and I don't blame her. Because she knows how scumbag their comments can be, you know.
Do any of the mothers live with you now?
Live with me now?
Yeah.
No.
And is that difficult for you and the children?
No. Why would it be difficult?
Are the children not looking for their mother?
No, they're fine. How many babies live with their mothers and they don't have a father around? Nobody say nothing, you know. No, they're having a good time.
So with you, it's the other way round. They live with their dad.
They're having a great time. They have enough women in their lives. They're everywhere. Women are everywhere in my house. I mean, they're with them all day long.
What would you just say to somebody who says that's a bit strange? That none of your children have their mother?
People can always have a judgment about anything you do, so it doesn't bother me. Everything can be strange to someone. This interview is strange to some people out there, so who cares, right?
But thousands of miles away, Jackson's behaviour as a father was about to come under serious scrutiny. A few weeks later, I went to meet him in Berlin. And just as I was arriving, this happened. Michael Jackson had just dangled his new baby out of the window of a Berlin hotel. His fans outside were going crazy. When I got up to his room, I was worried. There was a manic quality about him that I'd never seen before. And he was loving the attention of the screaming fans outside the hotel.
What does it say? I love you with all my heart, Michael Jackson. That's the hotel pillow?
Yep.
What were they singing earlier?
F the press, Michael, you're the best.
Say that again?
F, that's an F-U-C-K.
F the press.
F-U-C-K, the press, Michael, you're the best. So I'm not going to say the word.
He'd arrived in Berlin after a week of appearances in a Los Angeles courtroom. Media coverage of the court case said his face was disintegrating.
It's going to be a tight fit.
Wasn't that silly? Oh, yeah. I made the worst face.
What do you think of Berlin?
I love Berlin.
As fans waited for another glimpse of their idol at the hotel, his motorcade sped off. I wanted to know if the articles about his face had hurt him.
What did you think of the press coverage of the court case?
I didn't see any of that.
They were.
I don't watch TV, I don't look at tabloids. I hate tabloids. I think we should have a tabloid burning, just make mountains out of them, just burn it all. I think people should be more aware that it's completely not the truth. It's sensationalism, it's ignorance, it really is. Ignorance. Like what they did to poor Lady Diana, you know, it's like sick, she was being hunted by those people.
What did you think of the way they seemed to make such a fuss about your appearance in court? That seemed to be the big story.
Don't pay attention to that.
Film this guy, man. Film this guy.
The police pulled him out. You see that?
What was he doing? He was doing a Jackson dance.
He was doing all my. Every time he starts, the police pull him out. Every time. He could never get on a roll. Poor guy. You guys got. Oh, he does the leg kick, the spin. He grabs his crouch. After that, they take him off.
We were headed for a restaurant, but Jackson's army of devotees had got there first. They included his #1 fan, who finally got to perform his dance.
How long have you been doing that for?
Since I was little.
By the time we left, the atmosphere was becoming frenzied.
No, I want some more posters. Come on, more posters. Okay. Give me that one, please. Oh, that one of the big. Come on, the babies. I want more. You want more? What is it?
Can I come to your hotel room, maybe? I came all the way from Israel.
Thank you so much.
Jump in the car, be careful.
Let her. She won't hurt you.
Go ahead.
To give you a hug, can I?
Of course. Give me more than a hug.
Sorry?
I love you. I love you too.
No, not you.
I love you more.
Be careful. Okay. Close.
As Jackson headed back to the hotel, a storm was brewing about the blanket incident.